Where's Josh? I don't know. One less phone. How dare you? Why? Because we just stream bullshit like this all the time? Come on. What the fuck? Nope. Let's make this a little bit bigger. I swear to God. I swear to God. Yep, just waiting for Josh. Hey, you guys. How about them things? What am I going to talk about? Sports? Of course not. I don't know shit about sports. How about, uh, mm, yeah, hold on. Oh, look, here comes Josh. Hi, Josh, we're recording.
Oh,
we're live.
Yeah, we're live. Everyone that didn't see me on screen, they might have heard me shaking up my protein shake.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mixing in some coffee.
Oh, energy protein.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Let me start my Audacity again.
Yeah, you should do that.
This is Josh recording for Misfits of Science, Season 1, Episode 10, Grand Theft Bunny.
I mean, that's not even a good pun.
Yeah, they gave up on that one.
Yeah, they really did.
Should we clap it in?
Yeah.
All right. What's up, guys? It's On Fire Tonight with Josh and Tressa. We are here today to talk about Misfits of Science, Season 1, Episode 10. The episode is called Grand Theft Bunny. You have had close to 40 years to watch this one, so we're about to spoil it now in our conversation.
Hi, Josh.
Hey, Tressa. How you doing?
All right. How are you doing?
I'm great. It's been pretty exciting watching the numbers of our listeners growing. So shout out to all of our listeners. Like, subscribe, whatever it is that you're supposed to do to make the numbers go up. Tell your friends. Tell your friends that you're listening to this amazing podcast that you love.
Yes. OnFireTonight.com. Get all the fucking links, bros.
Yeah, it's on Apple Podcast or Spotify or whatever, however you listen to it. It's there.
Yeah. Josh, you know who is in this episode?
Who's that?
Sharon Potter. Chris Elliott's best friend's wife in Get a Life.
Oh. Who did she play in this episode?
Sarah.
And
you know who else was in it?
Who's that?
The mom from the Wonder Years. So this is like 20 years after the Wonder Years. So they like got divorced and they're leading separate lives now.
But she looks amazing. Wait, who did she play in this episode?
One of the eco-terrorists or whatever they were.
Oh, she shit.
The smoking lady.
Oh, fuck. I didn't even realize. One of the lab guys, he's been in like a million things. He was in like Hill Street Blues and Ghostbusters and Network and stuff. Like he's been in it all.
All three of them.
Yep. That's it. Oh, and the trader guy. That dude's definitely been in stuff.
I have no idea. I've never seen that guy before in my life.
He was a bit player in the 80s. So this was like his time to shine, to be a bit player.
Finally, I can be this somewhere else.
All right. So What'd you think of this episode?
I don't know. You know what? I don't know anymore. I don't know. I can't tell the difference between the good ones and the bad ones anymore. They're all just weird and full of science.
All right, so I would say that this is definitely not their high water mark, but nor is it their low water mark.
Oh, for sure not their worst.
This is an episode fine to bury as number 10 in the season,
Oh yeah.
except that many of the first episodes are all terrible, and it took them a while to like get to an actually good episode. And then they had a couple in a row. Anyway, this is stupid. Like everything about it is stupid. So you've got an activist lady who is labeled as a flake, and it turns out she actually is an idiot.
Right, but that's just because she likes to help people and things.
But she's also like she doesn't make a lot of sense, and
Yeah,
she
because
also
she
doesn't
likes to help people and things. What are you not getting, Josh?
Okay, so like the whole thing about this episode is it's a pandemic, and they're using her they're using her and the other eco-terrorists
Uh-huh.
to shield their actually nefarious plans. They want like this combination bubonic plague and Andromeda strain to just go nuts in the wild, and then they will have the only cure for it. They haven't like synthesized it into pills or anything. It's literally just like they have a bunny that creates the antigen, one bunny.
Yeah, and
So
that
they're
guy was
not
like, "I
ready to
need that
deal with this plague
bunny."
in any way.
No, everyone that's infected, there's no way for them to survive 48 hours because they don't have an antidote or any sort of cure. They just have a bunny. And if we've learned anything from the last of us, you cannot just smear blood on a cut and you're well. That's not how this works. It's science.
It's science. Science is over.
Class dismissed.
All right. So from top to bottom, this was a dumb episode. So she works at the lab where the animal cruelty is taking place.
She's a temp.
She's a temp, but like she has full access to this place. But then she goes to Billy, who she hasn't seen in years and who also doesn't really trust her, and asks for his help to break into her workplace.
Yes, thank you. First off, she was a temp to organize files, and she's like having full run of this lab. Why are you not in an office organizing files, bitch? Second off, why do you need help breaking in? Third off, bring a camera to work. Then you don't need to break in. Fourth, what?
Okay, so all of that was actually a little bit of bullshit. She had her real team of terrorists breaking in after the Misfits break in to steal all of the lab animals.
When? Milliseconds after?
Yes, milliseconds, apparently. So they ransack the lab right after the Misfits leave. Billy gets caught, arrested. We get a great scene with Stetmeyer.
Oh my God.
He had to deal with bail bondsmen. Oh my God. Like Max
how
Wright
is he
is
the best? Oh my God. So fucking good.
Max Wright, you are consistently an A+.
He got $20,000 for bail from a modest split level in Encino. My home.
And then he had to get the other 30,000 from Humanidine. He wrote it off as office supplies. So that's like Scotch tape.
No, specifically Staples.
Staples.
God damn it. I just want a show with just him. Fuck everybody else.
Yeah. Just him and Gloria.
Yeah. And Nance.
Nance, we get to see her beating Siamese twins at they're playing gin together in the office.
Conjoined twins.
Yeah, they're conjoined twins. I'm sorry, is it it must be not cool to say Siamese twins.
It's not. But also I don't really know if they were or if they were just twins that were like mentally connected because they were just sitting real close and looking at each other's cards or their cards.
Okay, so Nance is playing Jin against twins who may or may not be conjoined,
Correct.
and she's beating them.
And reveling in it.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Miss
Great.
Nance, you're a treasure.
In the process of stealing one of the cats, Sarah, who is this flaky lady, she gets bit.
Uh-huh.
Right and then she like takes the files and is like, I'm quitting, fuck this place. And when she takes the files off the cage, it says, I don't know, something about fatal bullshit. I don't know.
Yeah, Dubinsky disease.
Is that what it said?
Yep.
Wow. Yeah. And then, well, yeah, so she got bit, and then later Johnny B gets bit, and everyone wants to say nothing about it. Johnny B doesn't want to say shit about it because he wants Sarah to have a fighting chance against the feds.
Right. He's
Shut the
dying
fuck
and
up.
faster than the rest of them because his metabolism works much faster than an ordinary human. So he's got 12 hours max.
Right.
I love it when they declare a ticking time bomb.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
Elle gets a job offer from the evil lab guys. And Billy, in a rare sign of friendship, is like, well, I mean, I want you to do well. And so as your friend, I can see that, like, even though those guys suck and fuck them, you could do stuff and learn stuff that you couldn't do or learn if you stayed at the lab with me.
Let's not give him too much credit. He didn't do that till like the end of the episode or almost the end. And then he was like, you know what? I will allow you as a friend to explore your own career.
I will allow it.
Yeah.
I will allow it.
You're welcome. I'm great.
So, yeah. Oh, also, Johnny B, at the beginning of this episode, it is introduced that he is magnetic now. The electricity has turned him into an electromagnet.
Wow.
And so
I bet that
occasionally,
doesn't
like a
play out later.
keychain will sort of jingle in his direction, but that's it.
Are keys even magnetic?
Shouldn't everything stick to him
Seriously,
all the time? Shouldn't
like,
he
he
not
should
be able
be
to get out of
stuck-
the vehicle?
Yes, he should be stuck to the inside of that truck. Everything all the time. He should be a walking metal attractor thing. Hey, you know what?
Electromagnet?
It's so crazy that this happened right in this episode. And then they magically cure it by the end, which thank God, because how could you live with such a thing?
It sure came in handy since the one
Oh,
bunny that makes the antigens has a metal collar around its neck. And so he was able to just show up and have it magnetically zap over to his belly.
And he's just standing there with his arms up like, what? It wasn't my fault.
We get a real, this show has some signature moves. A hallmark of this show is just an ice cream truck driving through the desert. And we get lots of that in this episode. Apparently they shot like 17 hours for the first season, and they're like, we will use as much as possible.
They shot about an hour, and they just keep reusing that hour.
Well, we get it. It's all cut to at the hop, which is a fun thing because it's all about chasing after this bunny.
Yeah, and they also show the ice cream truck going over a ramp. Same shot, like multiple times, different places it was shot in. What's that called? But hey, if that ice cream truck flew over a ramp and landed, it would be broken. They would no longer be able to drive an ice cream truck that had went over a ramp. What are you guys doing? This isn't a skateboard.
So they spend a lot of time going to every Happy Day Inn in the greater Los Angeles area, trying to track down where these eco-terrorists are hiding out. Because
I could have watched a whole show of that, and I almost did.
Well, when they finally get to the right one, there's a VW van with a huge Save the Whales painted on its side out front. I
Yeah.
feel like they could have just made some phone calls and been like, do you guys have some hippies hanging out?
Yeah. Hey, look outside the window. Is there a VW van out there with Save the Whales on it? Because even if they don't know that's what they're driving, you know they are driving that.
All right. So somebody on this show likes to have silly cars because previously we had that chicken mobile that we never got to really see in motion. We've
Yeah.
got the ice cream truck. There was the VW van that we don't see in motion either. But then also Vince, the traitorous hippie activist who's actually working with the lab guys.
Ah, yeah.
He and Sarah get into a just married car that has lots of decorations on it. So that's fun.
So fun. Little paper roses all over it.
Yeah.
Ah.
The ice cream truck gets a flat. Gloria is like, listen, I know how to fix a flat.
I've done it hundreds of times in auto shop because she's a teenager.
Right. They don't listen to her because they never listen to her.
No.
And then she just telekinetically fixes the flat in like 2 seconds.
Just do that in the beginning. Just do that.
Right.
Hey, there's something I never noticed before is that they all had numbers on their jackets. Is that
Yeah.
new?
No, they had that. And I don't know what that's supposed to correlate to. I mean,
Because they're all like totally random numbers. There's like a 3, a 5, an 8, and then L has a 40. Why?
because
Why
he's
is
bigger.
he's into Mickey's 40 ounces. Remember Mickey's 40 ounces?
I remember all types of 40 ounces.
To be young again.
Do they have Heffenreffer in your area or is that regional?
I have no idea.
St. Ides? I
Oh,
think that was
hell yeah.
national.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, folks, what we're talking about is malt liquor. It is strong. It'll fuck you up if you're a teenager drinking a giant bottle of that swill down by the train tracks or wherever. That's the thing to do.
And I had no idea that it was stronger. I was like, wow, this beer is great. I don't even like beer, but
Oh
boy,
my
do I
God.
have fun.
Holy shit. I am shit faced.
Oh boy. You know what the chase scene music reminded me of, and I'm sure it was not a mistake, was Giorgio Morato's The Chase. Do you know this song?
Oh, I don't know it off the top of my head. But I mean, I know Giorgio Moroder.
Yeah, that's what I knew I said that wrong. Sorry.
No, you said it right.
I don't know. It felt weird in my mouth.
I think you said it right.
That's
It
fine.
sounded right.
Hold on, let me find it and I'll play it through my mic because I love it so much.
So
It
while
was
you load that up,
um
I will entertain our many viewers and listeners. I'm gonna make make
Yeah.
faces. So I listened to like 600 versions of Give Me a Pigfoot and a Bottle of Beer last night because I was like, okay, wait,
million?
there's so many fucking recordings of it by different people. So the definitive one is Bessie Smith. Billie Holiday, her version will give you chills. They're kind of
Oh
like
God, I'm sure.
they're kind of like 3 primary versions from which different people do their like cover versions. Bessie Smith, number 1. Billie Holiday, a close second. And then I think Joanne Miller is the third. And there's some people, most people are just doing less than covers
Well, sure.
of their favorite version.
Isn't that
Sometimes
the
they're doing a little twist that's kind of interesting, or they have some personality or some energy that brings some new life to it. But mostly it's like, just leave well enough alone.
I feel like that about most covers, honestly.
I think some people bring new life to covers. Like,
yeah,
okay, I'm a
sometimes.
huge fan of the Kinks. I think the Kinks is like one of the greatest bands ever. But I think Van Halen covers of Kink songs are fucking awesome. And they bring like absolutely new life to them.
I'll take your word for it. I don't know any, but listen.
There are several.
Oh, there's even a video for it. Yeah, it was a theme song for Art Bell's radio show for the longest time, and that's what I know it from. But yeah, love it.
Cool, 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 cool.
So that was fun.
Yeah. So like at the end of this episode, Sarah, the idiot, whatever, is like, it's so nice of Vivitech to drop the charges against us. And Billy's like, what? There's no question about them dropping the charges.
It's like the smartest thing that show has ever said ever.
Right.
Of course not. They would be so in jail if they didn't. And
they're going to jail anyway.
They have no case any longer.
Yeah. So Billy doesn't want to get wrapped up in her political activism.
Which, is this the first woman he has not had the need or desire to fuck because he doesn't want to get into some drama? Because usually he's like, let me start some drama with this bullshit of mine, because I'm ready for it. Just let me get my dick wet. My name's Billy Hayes. You let me talk way too long, just
explore that more.
I'd rather not.
All right, so it seems like in most episodes he just like throws out pickup lines on women in a way where he expects rejection 100% of the time.
Does he?
I think so. I mean, that seems to be the vibe he's giving off, is ignore me.
What happens when they don't?
Well, that's what we're seeing here. A woman comes to him and he's immediately like, we got to get out of here. Everybody pack your bags. A woman came to see me on purpose. I've got to leave. I advise you all to do the same.
New theory.
Yeah.
Billy Hayes is a virgin.
Interesting. I think you're right. No, I think that there's strong precedent for what you're saying. So like when you think about Arthurian myth, the knights of the round table are chaste.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Or are they virgins?
Why not both?
Is it winter in King Arthur's kingdom because they can't get it up?
Oh.
So, like when you expand the when you move from knights on a quest to hard-boiled detectives trying to crack a case, you've got men who live by a code. Again, it's different, but it's the same. And usually hard-boiled detectives come in like two varieties. There's the can't ever have sex and the constantly having sex.
No, it's the can't ever. Is that a choice?
It just doesn't happen.
Okay.
So like they can be shown as emotional. They are they're sympathetic. They have
God damn it.
Uh-oh. What's that? I hear myself.
Yeah, it's my phone. Sorry. Yeah, like Jean-Luc Picard's holodeck program. I forget his name. but he was like a hard-boiled 40s detective.
So
And
wait, does that hard-boiled 40s detective, does that detective fuck or not fuck?
he totally doesn't fuck because Jean-Luc does not fuck, but he kind of has ladies that want him to fuck, but he's like, sorry, ladies, I'm on the case.
Right. Right. He's above all that shit.
Right. He's not a slave to his dick.
Right. So I think that um like in the first episode of Misfits of Science, Billy kisses Jane. Jane has almost completely been written out of this show. She wasn't in
Oh,
this
yeah.
episode. I don't think she was in the last episode.
Still, well, she's probably having her baby like a gross lady.
Yeah, I
But
think that the real life actress got pregnant. They didn't want to write her out, so they wrote the pregnancy in. But then I'm guessing that
uh-huh.
like she had like other stuff to do because she's pregnant and like,
She's got to
prenatal
have,
care and stuff.
right. She's got to have gender reveal parties and whatever pregnant ladies do. Oh.
Hope I never find out.
I know,
Um,
gross.
so right. So his character went from being like, oh, maybe this is the guy who does fuck to it seems like this is the guy who does not fuck. But then we do once see him partying outside with an unnamed blonde associate.
Right, who tells him to shut the fuck up.
Yeah. So
Well, he wasn't on the case then, so
hmm.
maybe he's trying that time. Shot down completely. She knows his game. We all know his game.
So like the Ghostbusters, do the Ghostbusters fuck?
I mean, one of them definitely tries. I
There's a
don't know about the
scene
others.
where there's a scene
No,
where
don't say it. Do not. I don't know what you're gonna say, but don't talk about that ghost blowjob. Don't you dare.
Busted makes me feel good.
uh,
Right. So just spilled my drink all over myself.
nice.
Nice. Right. So as far as heroes go, can heroes have game? Yes.
Yeah. I mean, if they're heroes, yeah. I mean, that
Anyway,
doesn't,
Billy
yeah.
has no game.
Nope. None
He's
whatsoever.
shown throwing out pickup lines. He's throwing them away.
He's throwing them away because they're garbage.
He's saying reject me.
He is. He 100% is like, you know what? I have to put up this front, just play along, and we'll just move on after that.
I think that that actor was given a thankless and impossible task with this character. And we talked a little bit about this off camera.
Mm-hmm.
He was basically asked, be Bill Murray from Ghostbusters with that kind of charm and that kind of charisma, sort of a goof, sort of a bad boy,
Mm-hmm.
also a scientist.
Right.
If you tell someone be Bill Murray, who can do that other than Bill Murray?
Nobody.
There's a scene in Hollywood Shuffle. Do you remember that movie? Robert Townsend made it
I
on a
remember
credit
it.
card famously.
I don't remember if I've seen the whole thing, but I remember it being on cable every fucking day.
So there's like a scene based on real life where it's like be an Eddie Murphy type because Eddie Murphy was the biggest star in the world.
Yeah.
Why aren't there just dozens of Eddie Murphy types everywhere all the time? Well, look around. There's one fucking Eddie Murphy. That's why.
Exactly.
There's one Bill Murray.
That's
So
why people like him, because he's the only one.
Right. So asking this actor to be as much like Bill Murray as possible is just asking him to do something that's not possible.
And it cheapens the whole thing.
It does cheapen the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. We should write a book about Bill Murray.
There's only one Bill Murray.
That's the end.
It's
One page.
It's a short book. There are other Murray brothers.
Of course there is. Everybody knows that.
Great and talented in their own rights.
Brian Doyle.
Joel.
Yep. Are there others?
I think so.
I don't know.
Uh-oh, we got to cut this out now.
But they're all very talented. I know that much. How great was Get a Life?
Yeah, I want to go back and watch that. I don't think I've seen it since it was on the air.
I think I got the DVD box set one year for a birthday or something. And at the time, I was like, too soon.
There's an alien called Spewy.
Yeah, I was just reading the Wikipedia about it because I was trying to figure out who she was in the show. And it has this whole paragraph about Spewy and how it was a controversial episode.
How so? I don't remember what happened. Why was it controversial?
Well, I don't know if this is even why, but apparently it oozed mucus out of its scales, which Chris Elliott would drink and call the nectar of the gods. And they befriended it and they were best friends. And then they put him in a barbecue and ate him at the end. But then they put him in the refrigerator and it revived him. So good. Everybody
Chris
go watch
Elliott, son of Bob Elliott, father
Who is
of
his
Addie
dad
Elliott.
in the show. Yeah. Good.
That's a silly family.
Correct. Is he still alive?
Yes, he's still alive.
Chris Elliott's dad?
Oh no, his dad's not alive.
Yes, you asshole. Oh no, I'm sorry. No. Fair. Josh, that's all the time we have.
Oh, fuck.
I know.
We ran out of time. Guys, thanks so much for joining us. It's been a hoot.
We'll see you next time. Goodbye. Uh-oh.